Okay, the task is simple. Let's just save some embarrassment. I can't be drubbed in a month. The first month and he's going to drub me for nothing. No, I'm not. Look, it's the 04 war, not the 40 war. This is... No. It's not happening.
Everywhere I go, there's nowhere I belong. And anyone should tell me where will I find? 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm always on my own. Can anyone just catch me before I drown? Can anybody make me feel like I'm not the stranger tonight?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 04 War extravaganza. This is TW 2004 WWE, the network save, so to speak. Stuart Irvine's blue brand is reigning supreme at the moment, 3-0 in 3 weeks. Tonight we start a bounce back. Look, tonight it's all about building momentum into the next month towards No Way Out. No Way Out, we are going to main event No Way Out. I'm calling it now. It's happening. We're going to win those 4 weeks. Well, let's build some momentum going into it tonight then, shall we? The Royal Rumble final bookings for both shows. It's going to be a big one. We've got a pretty big main event on Raw with a main event of Shawn Michaels teaming with the APA. That's right, against Evolution. So let's get started. Monday Night Raw. Boom. No Adam Cole. It's way too early for Adam Cole. Okay, the final Monday Night Raw and the build to the Royal Rumble. I think this will be our best show. We're going to start slow, fine. The Hurricane and Rosie are in an office area. And when I say the Hurricane, oh, wait, is this... It's Gregory Helms. It's the reporter, Gregory Helms. Because they are in a strategic planning meeting on how to stop the Mad Titan, Brock Lesnar, at the Royal Rumble. We'll find out more from them later on. First match of the night.
I like that name.
Kane is going to beat Paul London in the first match of the night. Only for a 68. Okay. Yeah. I thought that would do a little better. Kane 75, Paul London only 57 this time out. 4 minutes, choke slam, Kane wins. Fine. Kane is going to be a threat in the Royal Rumble, clearly.
Always is.
Post-match, Kane decides to beat down Paul London and Brian Kendrick. Again, 49 for this. Whoa, that's harsh. That's really harsh.
Spanky underperformed.
Spanky underperformed. Cheers, Spanky. Kane beats them both up, but before he can go too far, he stops himself. And he just shakes his head, starts walking back up the ramp, muttering to himself, No. He wouldn't like it. I can't. He wouldn't like it. He's having this moral dilemma in his head, of course, to do with the recent videos. So let's see what happens. Okay, backstage segment, better here for a 71. The APA and Shawn Michaels. The APA are arguing backstage is what happens here. But Bradshaw and Ron Simmons are having an argument. And Shawn Michaels comes in to try and get them on the same page. And Simmons says, look, yes, tonight we will work together. But at the Royal Rumble, Bradshaw, you can deal with your singles stuff on your own. Ron Simmons, after being left on his own last week, he's not willing to work with Bradshaw this week. He's not willing to, well, at the Royal Rumble, he's not willing to work with him. So, cracks in the APA, it seems. Okay. Only a 67 for this as well. I'm being absolutely destroyed by the game here. You got Vince and Shane in a promo and he gets a 67.
Yeah, that's a weird one though, because it's obviously Vince has always enhanced any segment it's been in the last 3 shows, so that's a strange one.
That is a strange one. Anyway, Vince gives an injury update on Shane McMahon. He says Shane has suffered with a completely made-up medical term, by the way, a grade B whiplash. He's not here tonight. However, Shane has asked that Vince leave the Big Show to him, so Vince won't be getting involved. We'll follow up on this soon.
Okay.
Much better hit. How is this done better than that? I don't understand
this game is just deciding
I don't understand. Anyway,
throw curveballs, mate.
The Big Show is backstage. Big Show clearly is the star that I need to be building around. Anyway, Big Show is backstage, approached by Jamie Noble. Noble says, look, I understand the unfairness that's going around against you, against the Giant. Maybe we can help each other. Think about it. And Noble walks out. Am I going to do a tag team with Big Show and Jamie Noble?
Not, is he? You're not going to do it again.
Yes, I am. We'll
Yeah, it's going to do it again. You're going to do it again, aren't you? Always the same.
I love the oddballs, don't I? Right,
You
the
do.
WWE Champions in action, by the way. Brock Lesnar faces Billy Kidman for an 82. That's better.
I told you it would do well. I did say it would do well.
That's better. Brock, bring in the big stuff. 6 minutes I gave this, and there is a story to it. Yes, Brock Lesnar wins, fine. Billy Kidman was never going to win this match. But Billy Kidman's quick. He's a cruiserweight. Very similar to Gregory Helms, the Hurricane, right? So what I want to happen here is Billy Kidman starts quick. In the first minute, he explodes out with a load of offense, catches Brock Lesnar by surprise, manages to get a really close near fall. After that, Brock Lesnar destroys him. But it's that first minute that's the story here. 82, really good. Post-match, the Hurricane and Rosie were watching and taking notes on their notepads. So they speak to each other and they say, well, hang on a minute. Speed. The Mad Titan doesn't like speed. That's the way in, is it? Is that the way in for the Hurricane? Maybe it is.
Maybe.
We'll have to find out at the Royal Rumble. Hurricane's quick. Quicker than a
Indeed he
speeding
is.
bullet, you could say. Anyway, right.
Why did you have to do that?
I don't know. 67, that's pretty good. Right, Cena and Booker cut a promo on Jindrak and
Nice.
Garrison Cade. 81, good. Booker's star power helps this. John Cena, of course, is to be honest, everything we've thrown at Cena in this save, he's done pretty well with, so that's good. 81, we'll see them later on in that tag team matchup. They basically say tonight they gain momentum into the Royal Rumble. That's the idea. Chavo Guerrero's in action. He beats Akio for a 52. This is okay considering it's these two. We only gave it 4 minutes, but this is pretty good. Chavo's 62. Chavo's put in some good performances, to be honest.
It's not surprising. It's Chavo. He's very underrated.
I do think Chavo versus Rey Mysterio will be a pretty good undercard match for the Rumble. I'm pleased with that.
Well, especially with the score last week, tag team match. They got a good score. Just a tag team. Imagine what they do against each other.
I know. I think it'd be pretty good. So 52 for that. Chavo wins, gets him a win going into the Rumble. Post-match, though, Gene Okerlund approaches Rey Mysterio, who, of course, was watching the match. And Gene asks Rey whether Chavo Guerrero is a threat to his Cruiserweight Championship reign at the Royal Rumble. And Rey says, look, of course he is. But I will give everything to Chavo Guerrero. I will give him the very best Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio means this in a purely babyface way, of course. Let's see if Chavo takes it that way. We'll find out. 62, though, not bad for Rey, like we said last time. Rey promos, that's not terrible. Okay. 59 for this is pretty good, actually. Test and A-Train. They're officially back together, ladies and gentlemen. TNA are back
Not the company.
together because Test stops A-Train just before he goes out to the ring. He says, look, I know how good you are and I will listen. TNA are officially back together. Now let's go and kick Goldberg's ass. That's right. We're putting them back together as a heel tag team because it's the best use of them.
Why not? I mean, got to build out a tag division somehow, right?
Exactly. Right. Goldberg versus A-Train then for a 70... Oh, wait, I forgot about this. Kane cuts a promo on Goldberg. I'm sitting there thinking, that's low. Anyway, Kane is approached by Gene Okerlund, but Kane is in his funk. He's not really listening. Gene asks Kane about Goldberg being in his first Royal Rumble match. People haven't thought about this. This is Goldberg's first Royal Rumble match.
When he debuted.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense, actually. He debuted in 2003, wasn't it?
So Kane is asked about Goldberg being in his first Rumble match, whether Goldberg is a threat, but Kane is distracted, doesn't even answer the question and walks away. Okay? These two are two big power players in the Royal Rumble, though.
Yeah, Kane always is. I mean, at this point, he's got the most eliminations, isn't he, in the Rumble?
Yeah.
He's always the man.
72 then, pretty good. Goldberg versus A-Train then, 74. That's not bad. Goldberg 80, A-Train 60.
Well, it kind of works for, as you said, was this the brawl match?
This was the brawl match, yeah.
That's probably done well, like in that sense. But
the match suffered because of the lack of selling. It's a Goldberg match. But that's okay. Yeah. Goldberg wins with a spear. A-Train, we gave him enough that he's going to look pretty good. And after the match, the heels get their heat back. Test and A-Train destroy Goldberg with steel chairs for a 65. Test and Stacey is an awkward parody still happening, by the way. That's annoying. Okay, Evolution promo for a 70. Again, I actually think this show is not bad so far. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. So I don't know.
No, but again, it's situation. You're saying like you're getting good 70s, 75s and that. It's like it is a solid show. It's not like it's bad. Like it's definitely not bad at all.
Yeah. Anyway, Evolution cut a promo on Shawn Michaels and the APA hyping up the main event, and they're talking about the Royal Rumble. And in this promo, Randy Orton convinces Ric Flair and Batista that Randy Orton winning the Royal Rumble would be the best thing for Evolution, because the idea is Randy Orton needs to be the kingpin of Evolution right now. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Obviously, I can hear a lot of you, as Stuart said to me on Twitch just now, would Batista be okay with that? At the moment, he won't have an issue. In the next year, Batista may find a lot of confidence though. So 70 for that is pretty good. So let's go from that to another backstage segment. Paul London approaches Spanky Brian Kendrick for 51 and says, you know what? You're right. We are better together. And they agree to be a tag team in the tag division. So that's another tag team to add to the ranks.
Two in one show. Nice.
We need to build it, so it's fine. Okay, I didn't do the Jindrak and Cade promo. We cut that, but we did do the match. Cena and Booker against Jindrak and Cade gets a 76. Good match. Good match considering you've got Garrison Cade and Mark Jindrak in it. Well done to Booker T and John Cena.
I mean, look at the scores though. Like 72, 70. Was it 44, 49?
Yes.
You would have thought Jindrak has got the better score out of the team. That's unusual.
To be honest with you, though, the thing is, as much as they're putting in low ratings, and they are lower mid-card acts, and as you can see there, Jindrak and Cade showed excellent chemistry teaming together. There is a future for these two as a team still. We've just got to slowly build them up at the same time. So, pretty good. John Cena pins Mark Jindrak with the FU for the win. After the match, though, look, they were on the same team tonight. And for an 83 rated segment...
Nice.
They're not necessarily going to be on the same team at the Royal Rumble. Booker T turns his back celebrating. John Cena throws him over the top rope and then just sort of looks at him and does the Pete Dunne shrug, just like, well, I mean, what, it's the Royal Rumble, right? It's every man for himself. They're still baby faces. And Booker T gives sort of a nod and laughs to himself with him to stay like, fair enough. You got me. Fair play. I just think it worked for these two. Shows their personality a little bit. So... that works. Okay. Hurricane and Rosie have had their strategic meeting all night. They've gained some valuable insight. They've also probably given away their location, haven't they? Because here is the Mad Titan, Brock Lesnar, a 60. That's a joke. Absolutely ridiculous. Brock Lesnar turns up, destroys them both. F5 through the office tables. Goodbye to Hurricane and Rosie for the night. Look, I think the match will be pretty good. Rosie's brought down some of this. Looking back on it, I probably should have just put Hurricane and Lesnar in the angle and not Rosie. But
they're part of the team, aren't they? So it makes sense to put him in the segment. Makes sense.
So it is what it is. Right. Gene Okerlund approaches Chavo Guerrero asking about Rey Mysterio's comments earlier tonight.
God, he's busy tonight.
Busy night for Gene. 60-rate segment here. But Chavo's taking it the wrong way. Chavo's taking it as Ray being a little bit sarcastic and maybe taking Chavo Guerrero too lightly. He's taking offence to that.
It's the thing you shouldn't be doing. But yeah, I'm assuming you're going for that kind of Chavo's kind of like, it's like you're friends, but it's starting to see the cracks starting to feel.
They're friends, but Chavo is starting to show his insecurities.
Yeah. Around about this time, he kind of bad, didn't he?
So, 60-rate for that, right? Main event then. Make or break for the show in a way. Evolution versus the APA and HBK gets us a 75. Okay, so that's good. It's not great, and that's mainly down to the fact of Ron Simmons. To be honest, you take Ron Simmons out of this, I think you're looking at 84, 85.
I'm assuming that's why you're trying to do a segment where Ron Simmons is not going to be in the corner of, kind of thing.
Ron Simmons isn't going to be in the corner of Bradshaw in the match between Orton and Bradshaw, which I think will be pretty good. Like, you look at the performances here, Orton put in a 70, Bradshaw 65. They boost themselves at the Rumble to perform really well on the pay-per-view. You could be looking at an early 70s for them too. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you've got the good thing is about your matches is you do have like matches that are very could get solid scores and really solid matchups. I'm intrigued by it. I would like that and the Hurricane match. I'm intrigued to see how that goes, how that'll do in the Royal Rumble.
Okay, so that's the 75 for that. Post-match, though, it's the Royal Rumble season, so everybody comes out for a Royal Rumble brawl. 74, nice. We end the show in mayhem. Right, look, 76 is what I'm aiming to be here. I'm in my own personal battle at the moment. I want to do the best for all the month, at least. Will we do that? We have, so 79. That's a strong Raw show, that.
I mean, to be fair, I'm quite... Well, obviously, we didn't mention, obviously, on the thing, but yeah, someone said predict an 80, so pretty close. So that's pretty awesome, man.
If you compare the show ratings to what you did last week, though, right? So you obviously had that major opening segment for a 97. I actually think, as an all-round throughout the night show, this is... it's more of a consistent show.
Well, if you go by ratings, yeah, it's consistently. It's a lot more green. There's way more greens than you got, like, you know, kind of mild greens type stuff.
I feel like I've got a lot of people on the same sort of level at the moment.
I think that's the point. Like, it's like with me, it's like I've got a lot of wrestlers I'm using that are really high level, but I've still got a bit of stuff as well. So you doing the same, but you've got maybe a bit less at the top. Maybe I don't know about. But again, 79 is good, man.
So let's see what SmackDown brings. Can I get the win that will mean nothing? Okay, SmackDown kicks off with an 86. Get out. I thought I had a chance this week as well. I thought, you know what, maybe I've got a chance this week. Right, opening segment, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, RVD, and Christian involved.
Yeah, well, just kind of start off as you would, Eddie. Again, after the actions of Chris Jericho last week, again, he's pissed off. He wants Jericho tonight. But kind of Eddie go, you don't mess with Latino Heat, you're going to pay for what you did last week. But Chris Jericho doesn't come out. Mick Foley comes out to sit there and say, because obviously the last couple of weeks there's been chaos reigning through the SmackDown locker room. And he's fed up of everyone just attacking everyone and all backstage. So tonight he's going to lay down the law that tonight's going to be it's going to be a tag match. It's going to be Eddie Guerrero teaming with RVD going against Christian and Chris Jericho in a tag match in the main event.
There you go. Big main event. Good start to the show as well with that 86. 49 for this.
I wasn't surprised that would do not great because obviously I think I want to use AJP a little bit, and Lance Storm he's there. He's getting there slowly. But basically, yeah, this was kind of set up the whole thing I was talking about, lottery thing with, you know, the Royal Rumble. Him talking about that, saying, you know, if I get picked, then I'm going to prove to everyone why I deserve to be in it. That kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, when AJ Pre comes in, kind of sitting there saying, well, why do you think you're going to win? You're a loser. Yeah, you had a good showing last 2 weeks, but you lost. I like this. When AJ Pre said, you're nothing compared to the greatness of Rene Dupree.
The great. I like that line, yeah.
And then you got Lance Storm going, oh, okay, meet me in the ring tonight and I'll prove how good I am. And the match is set.
The match is set. Moving on. Chuck Palumbo and Hardcore Holly for a 45. You kept it short, to be fair.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be great because obviously I think I was kind of lucky last week with last show with how that match between Rhino and Billy. I think Billy Gunn's probably got a better range, so that's probably why it was better. But yeah, this is kind of a match that's kind of similar to the match last week, but the kind of match ends with the idea that was it Hardcore Holly and Rhino trying the same thing they did last week, but it backfires. While the ref's distracted with all that, Billy Gunn comes from behind, hits a Fameasser on Hardcore Holly, so he's out. Chuck gets the win, gets the pin, gets the win, and so it's just like their cheating ways backfired.
Anything you can do, I can do better type booking.
Yeah.
Okay, 45 for that. We're going to breeze through a little bit here, but it's okay. That's two pretty off segments, so maybe I do have a chance. 70 for this is very good. Paul Heyman helping it, but you know what? Shelton Benjamin as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to be love Shelton Benjamin. Again, it's a sort of piggyback off the segment last week or last show, where the whole thing was like Benjamin's kind of still kind of pissed that he's lost last week, and also with the lottery coming in, being in the Royal Rumble, kind of he has an opportunity here. But then you got Paul Heyman yet again just sneaking in, going, "Hey guys, if you come with me, I can get you a better spot in the Royal Rumble." Just saying. And again, and kind of says, and sets up that whole thing, saying, if you come with me, we can do great things, and kind of tease that a bit more. Paul Heyman with the world's greatest tag team that I actually like.
I do like. Triple H, well, 91, okay.
By himself as well. My God. Basically for this setup was the same thing. Was obviously with the whole thing with him running like a scarlet dog last week. He's come to the arena this week with security. He's the champ. He doesn't need anyone attacking him. So I like the idea of him walking to the backstage with all his security. with him basically to say, Kurt Angle tried to get me last week, and he almost did. I'll give him that. But tonight, no hope. I've got too much security. If he wants to take me out, he's got to get through all these guys. So good luck with that. So Triple H I don't think is going to get attacked tonight.
Well, we'll see. That's okay. That's not bad. 51.
Yeah, well, I've got to be honest. I'm liking the women's division. They're getting good. The ones people I'm pushing, they're getting good ratings. I'm actually happy with that. Basically, this was kind of a interview talking about what happened last week with the whole like, who do you know who that mystery person is who attacked? I'm still tempted. I'm still not on the fence if I should like make it obvious who it is, or should I just try and tease it out a bit more? But basically, it's like talking about what happened last week, and that in the tag team match, they're going to finally take out Trish and Leah. And obviously Molly Holly turns up and says, I would be there at commentary. So I'd love to see this from happening. See this happening. And she'll be on commentary as well, I should point out.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Lance Storm and Rene Dupree has done very well, got a 59. Wow.
I'm happy with that.
Where's that boost come from? Bonuses for the commentary and the road agent work. High heat of the US storyline that's really helped you there. Fair play.
I mean, to be fair, I'm happy that I thought that'd be the match to be a bit okay, but yeah, I think this is just again that Lance Storm needs a win. He's kind of had two good matches with Triple H and Kurt Angle, but you can't really build a person who keeps losing, right? So yeah, and obviously Rene Dupree is another person I really want to build as well. So for them to get 59, I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, this says a submission move, but I kind of went with the old super kick out of nowhere finish because I thought, well, these were the days when one super kick done the job, not several. So why not? So yeah, Lance Storm gets the win. I think he needs one, and especially he's one of the dark horses in the Royal Rumble, mate.
It's pretty good, 59, pretty good indeed. Mick Foley announces some Royal Rumble entrants.
Yes, obviously with my very bad idea. Well, depends how you look at it, but yes, basically it's like lottery thing. Obviously got the old-fashioned lot, I can't describe what it is. With all kinds of all names of everyone who isn't got a match at
The
Royal Rumble. Yeah, is that what's good? Let's go for that. Yeah. So what was that? He picks names one by one. So names that I was talking about is obviously Lance Storm, makes sense. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Rene Dupree, and Shelton Benjamin are the first 5 names to come out of the pot.
There you go, 5 big entrants for the Royal Rumble. The Dudleys, though, they want the tag team titles.
Indeed, they do. Definitely done better than the Bashams last week.
Oh, for sure. Will they get the tag team titles, though? That's next, right? Tag team titles?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Right, your winners. And, Stu, I'll let you take over.
Okay, and I think a lot of people will not think this is a controversial move. And new WWE Tag Team Champions is the Dudley Boys.
I just want to point out Bubba Ray's putting a 70 again. Him on a brawling match. Wow.
Well, it's kind of what he is like as a wrestler, isn't he? It's kind of his thing. But yeah, I don't think I'm surprised by this because obviously, if you watch the draft, you know that we were so not wanted to match. Like we were so desperate not to. But I said I didn't want to just like on the first night take them. That's why take titles off them. That's why I did the whole. You have to beat them in singles matches just to make it big up a little bit more. So it felt like it was earned instead of just put together. But yeah, but in this one, obviously, it ends with yes, exactly what I thought, 3D. Yeah, just had to. It has to be done. I think putting them as the champions would really, in the long run, help the tag division. But no offense to the Bashams, they won't carry a division. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they won't, to be fair. Good win for the Dudleys, who celebrate afterwards for a 59. Pretty good. We'll move on quickly, though. Mick Foley has more Rumble entrants.
Yeah, so 5 more. Obviously, names that were kind of been pushing in this sense. We're obviously next people 5 are going to be Bubba Ray Dudley, Rikishi, Rhino, Hardcore Holly, and Billy Gunn are the next 5. Yeah,
it says here School of Hard Knocks. That's what the team of Rikishi and Hardcore Holly are going to be called, by the way. Great name. Fantastic name. Okay.
I got the 100. Oh. Is that 2 now?
Yeah.
Oh, poor. Anyway, I'm in shell shock here again. I think I was he's not happy with now. Basically, this whole thing with Kurt Angle Boston again. He seems to love
Angle with Angle and Mick Foley. Creepy.
I love the way Mick Foley's had multiple angles by himself, but then Kurt Angle turns up in the ring, turns up in his office, and it's like. Anyway, but he burst in the ring, kind of like, "What's with this security with Triple H? What's with this? You know, what's this all about?" And he's like, "Well, I like the idea of like Mick Foley saying, actually, it wasn't him that got the security, it was me. Just because again, I want to protect the main event, of Royal Rumble, and you got to admit, Kurt, you're a loose cannon, and I want this contract signing to go without a hitch, and I want our main event to be protected. So, and you only have to wait 3 days to face him. So if you could just calm down, just don't do anything to antagonize Triple H before the contract signing. I beg you, type thing."
The irony is, ladies and gentlemen, I talked him into keeping this angle on the show because he needed content.
He shot himself in the foot there a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, moving on. Let's move on quickly. Oh, it's got a 63 for this as well.
I'm happy with that. But not surprised.
A little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, or to be fair, you got, was it two best workers in Elite and Trish on the women's division?
Yeah,
Put them together. I mean, if I still have Victoria that I've got big plans for, but she's been out for a bit. But yeah, this is I like the idea of like back and forth match, a bit more closer than you thought. But again, I like the finish with the idea that, you know, he got Trish hits the satisfaction, then Lita hits a moonsault from the top.
Yeah.
Something spectacular. Gets the pin on Jazz and gets the win. And yeah.
Good match. Good match, to be fair. Post match. 68. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's getting really good, actually. Basically, this is the sort of thing, because obviously Molly Holly's on commentary. Comes into after the match, comes in the ring, tries to attack. Obviously, we know, let's be honest, we all know it was her last week. She was trying to do the same again this week, but it didn't work. And we had a situation where, obviously, Lita wants revenge as well. So, obviously, get Lita to twist of fate on her. And then we hit Trish hits satisfaction on Molly Holly. And we have the babyfaces standing tall this week on the Go Home show. So, maybe that's a sign of things to come at Royal Rumble. We'll find out.
You're doing some good stuff in this storyline, to be fair. I'll give you credit for that. Right, let's get some promos in before the main event. 75 for Vitamin C, as they are called, legit.
I never knew that's what they were called. Anyway, but it's the same thing. It just sets up the kind of the fed up of these people, Eddie Guerrero and RVD, you know, walking around like they own a place where it's like, do you know who we are? I mean, you can even go Jericho, go like the old thing saying, "I beat The Rock and Stone Cold on the same night," and people like Eddie Guerrero disrespect to me. Nah. Tonight I'm going to prove why I'm the best at this sport. So. Yeah, and obviously Christian's going, "Yeah, mate, I'll back you up," and that kind of stuff. And sets up for the main event match anyway.
Pretty good. 75, right. The babyface have a promo as well for 77. Better somehow.
It's got, I would say, better talk in a sense. Same thing here was we got Eddie kind of like saying, "Really impressed, like kind of go to a Bob fan, really impressed with what you've done in the last couple of weeks. Hope you beat that Christian at Royal Rumble." But tonight, you know, it's gonna. He's gonna Jericho's gonna get the wrath of Eddie Guerrero, and I think RVD's like kind of the chill guy he is, obviously drug abuse, of course, but as we know, is just something that, you know what, I think US Gold would look good on me. I think I look good with some US Gold, so I'll be looking for. End it with that, basically them bigging each other up, and sets up the next
main event next. Then big tag match gets us 79. Pretty solid match that.
Look at Jericho, though. Look at that with
90. Big man. 83 for the face team for both of them. Big performance from Van Dam. Much better than last week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's against maybe the interference thing affected that last week, maybe. But it would be a fast-paced match, kind of back and forth. But the kind of finish I like, obviously, is to got Eddie doing the frog splash on Christian. But we all forget we've got two of the most that are known for the frog splashes. So why not utilize that in a finish where we've got both of them go to the top and they both hit simultaneous frog splashes from the top on both Chris Jericho and Christian to get the win. It would look spectacular. Me describing it doesn't give it justice of how it would look. It would look really cool.
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. 79, no, good stuff. And to end the show, a contract signing. This is going to get 100. I'm telling you, this is going to get 100. Only 90. Pretty good, but I mean, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Only 90. Well good, mate.
So basically, it's a situation with start off, you've got Triple H coming out of his security, and obviously, I like the idea of it being surrounding the ring, or like kind of, because you can't put all that security in one ring, so he's surrounding to stop anything from happening. You've got Kurt come out with security kind of like looking at him like, like, yeah, don't try anything type stuff.
Yeah.
And then we set up the whole thing, get your contract. We start off with Kurt, but signing first. Obviously, with him kind of going to the ring saying, yeah, you think you're too good, you think you're too good for the show. You think you're too good. You think you can beat me. I like this line. I made you tap like a little bitch 2 weeks ago, and and then you got the crowd going, you tapped out, because that would just really, really annoy Triple H. Then he goes, and at the Royal Rumble, you're going to tap out again.
Good line.
And then Triple H. And Triple H snatches. I like the way he snatches the contract and says, and kind of before he signs, he says, "I'm fed up of this crap. Do you know who I am? I'm the Cerebral Assassin. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. Do you know how many main events I've been in? I've main evented WrestleMania. What have you done, Kurt? And that kind of stuff. And then it gets really intense. He signs the contract, it gets really intense. Security starts coming in, all that kind of stuff. And then, they just fight as you would. It's contract signing. You've got to have that trope. And then back and forth, obviously a lot of people taking out the security and all that stuff. And then it all ends with Kurt Angle doing Angle Slam on Triple H through the table with Kurt Angle holding the World Heavyweight Championship in his hand. And I like that image at the end of the show. So
very good.
Could Kurt win the title? We'll find out.
And the Royal Rumble, which is the next thing we're going to be doing.
Yes.
Next video. But you've demolished me again here. Let's see.
It's not at the moment. It's not even fair at the moment, is it?
You know what the thing is, right? I can't believe I'm going to say this. I don't think our shows were that different.
I think for me it's a situation I've got. I think the people I'm putting against just got more chemistry, like off the bat chemistry, maybe.
I guess, but like, I ain't being funny. Kurt Angle and Mick Foley in a segment together has got a 100 rated segment, right? Whereas I put Vince and Shane in a segment together. I'm not saying it should have got 100, but it shouldn't have got 67 or whatever it was.
What normally enhances. I think with Vince though, it's like he's a situation of like it's him, like everybody, like he's like the big score maker basically, and everybody else just kind of needs him to boost it. Like you got Mick Foley at his height at 2004, Kurt Angle's at height at 2004, so like you got two big high raters there. So put them together, it's not that surprising they get high scores sometimes, but I don't know. But they said this game's weird, right?
It is. It's been a bit weird tonight, to be fair, but. Fair play, 4 weeks in a row. It's a bit of an embarrassment to start, but you know what? We'll come back stronger. And at the Royal Rumble, we're teaming together, so...
Well, it'll be interesting. How we're gonna? I'm assuming we're doing like 4 matches each, right? Is that at the Royal Rumble, or we?
I've got 3.
Was it 3 each?
I've got 3 each, and then the Rumble.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's 4 for the normally, 3 for this.
3 each, and then the Rumble. So
okay.
It's fine. It'll work. Cool. I wonder whether I should have even done this series. I've got to be honest. 4-0. He has drubbed me. He has thrashed me. He has embarrassed me in the first month there. All the credit in the world to him. Great booking. Star power. I am still confident long term we will quite comfortably be beaten in, week out. This is a long-term save. This isn't ended anytime soon. We have to keep the faith in putting these young talent over and get the rewards for it in the end. But I've got to admit, it stings. It stings. And, I don't like losing. I don't like it. Anyway, next week is a big one. Monday, the Royal Rumble. No competition as such. We are coming together to put on, hopefully, the best show we can. The pay-per-view is going to be interesting this series. Obviously, we come together for them, and it'll be interesting to see what pay-per-view works out the best. The Rumble might be that. Triple H, Kurt Angle for the World Championship. Brock Lesnar versus the Hurricane for the WWE Championship. Of course, the Royal Rumble match with star names such as Shawn Michaels. A lot of others like Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero. Look, there is some big big names in the Rumble match, but you've got the Cruiserweight title on the line with Rey Mysterio, Chavo Guerrero, a US title final. Oh, you damn right. It should be an interesting show, so make sure you don't miss it. That's coming your way Monday at 4:30, but if you want to watch it live, you know where to be. Tomorrow night, 6:30 English time, UK time. It is live on Twitch. It is the link in the description below. Make sure you come join us, have some fun. And Monday we'll be back. And next Wednesday, we go again with week 1 of the build to No Way Out. Rude. That is a reminder telling me to win that. That's what's happening. And I'm going to win it. Until next time, peace.